On to this now. A number of areas under the Umlalazi Local Municipality, that's in Eshowe, are experiencing water supply challenges. This is due to the suspension of operations at the Eshowe water purification plant. Now, Cetshwayo District Municipality Mayor Thami Ntuli claiming this is due to a deliberate contamination of water at 2 dams. Let's speak now to Newzroom Afrika's Nobuhle Modise, who joins us from Eshowe. Nobuhle, good morning to you. A deliberate contamination of water. Who could have done this, and for what particular reason?
Indeed, Ntuli. So those are the questions we want answers to as well, as we are here today at the King Dinizulu grounds in Eshowe, where ironically the Cetshwayo District Mayor Thami Ntuli will be, giving these tankers, these water tankers behind me to the community because of those water challenges that they've been facing in the past few weeks. And according to him, he says this was a deliberate contamination of the Eshowe River as well as the Nobuhle Dam, the Eshowe Dam as well as the Nobuhle Dam. He says that this was deliberate. We're going to find out from him why he says that. He's told, in media reports that's what we're seeing, but I guess we'll get the answers from him. He's only just said that this is a deliberate contamination, therefore investigations are underway. We're unsure what he means by that, but we know that about four reservoirs had to be flushed out, and there was a water shutdown in some of the communities here in Eshowe, and as a result some water tankers had to be dispatched. So we understand that today there's an imbizo, a water imbizo, and during that imbizo they will also be giving away these tanks that are behind me, because the community has been struggling for the past few weeks due to that water shutdown. And we will find out from the Cetshwayo District Mayor Thami Ntuli why he says that this was a deliberate contamination. We don't have any facts yet as we stand here. All we know is that this is what he has said, and we know that there's been a water shutdown in the community. 4 reservoirs had to be flushed out, and those 2 dams that I mentioned, Eshowe and Nobuhle, are the ones who supply water to these communities in and around Eshowe under the Umlalazi Local Municipality. So we will unfortunately only be able to get those answers from Thami Ntuli as he has made that allegation. But what we do know for a fact is that yes, indeed, there's been a water shutdown. We know that businesses have had to shut, and some schools have had to turn away children from coming to school because there's been no water. And so I'm guessing that these water tankers that are behind us will also alleviate some of that pressure, and we want to know also timelines as to when this situation is also going to get fixed. So as I said, we will be going out into the community to speak to some of the community members about how this has affected them. Like I mentioned, businesses had to shut down, schools were turning away children, and we'll also be visiting those dams as well as some of those reservoirs that had to be flushed out. We will have those answers for you throughout the day. Hopefully in the next hour we will be able to speak to Thami Ntuli, who is the Cetshwayo District Mayor.
Nobuhle Modise live for us in Eshowe. Thank you very much for that update.